Hello all NEET aspirants 2025. This is your Prasanna ma'am from NEET World. Now we are going to discuss about the most contradictory topic or aspect of the chapter, Morphology of Flowering Plants, that is families. So based on the new syllabus, families have altered, like what families you have to learn, which includes Asteraceae, Brassicaceae, Fabaceae, Poaceae and Malvaceae. Amongst all this, of course, Brassicaceae and Fabaceae are from long run, like you are learning Brassicaceae and Fabaceae since long run, but newly included families include Asteraceae, Poaceae and Malvaceae. Students, do remember, whenever you are entering into this concept, that is families, three things you have to keep in your mind. One is floral diagram, second is floral formulae, and third is examples of each family you are studying for NEET. Okay, these three things, if they are clear in your mind, you can aram se go for the exam. So now, before entering into the floral formula of each and every family, first you should have some technical, semi-technical, you should have an idea about semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant. You should know what are the notations that we are using for floral formula. So if you see bracteate BR, ebracteate EBR, bracteolate BRL and ebracteolate EBRL. Okay, what is bracteate and bracteolate? So from main stem, the stalk which is holding a flower is called as pedicel, right? So two scale-like structures, if scale-like structures present at the pedicel are called as bracteate, and many pedicels or branches arise from this main axis, and these pedicels, if they are also having the scale-like structures, then they are called as bracteolate. It is called as what na? Bracteolate. If they are not possessing any bract, so it is ebracteate. If they are not possessing any bracteolates, then it is ebracteolate. And if you can divide the flower into two equal halves by any of the plane, any radial plane, then it is radial symmetry of the flower, where you will call it as actinomorphic, and this is the symbol you will use for it. And if you can cleave or cut the flower into two equal halves by only single plane, then it is bilateral symmetry, zygomorphic. This is the symbol for it. And this is the symbol we use for a male flower, only male flower. This is for female flower, and this is the symbol we use for bisexual flower or monoecious flower. Bisexual or monoecious flower. And K for calyx, C corolla, P perianth. Perianth you will observe when calyx and corolla are indistinct or not visible properly. For example, in the family Liliaceae, it is seen in the family Liliaceae. Okay. Next, A is androecium, G gynoecium. And if the hyphen is below G, it is superior ovary. If the hyphen is above G, it is inferior ovary. Superior ovary you will see in the hypogynous type of flowers. Inferior ovary you will see it in epigynous type of flowers. Okay, clear? This is all about the notations you have to keep in your mind to understand the floral formulae. And these two are statement based. Better you can get statement based questions like what floral diagram and floral formula can describe. Floral diagram provides information about number or parts of the flower. Okay, how many parts or whorls of the flower are there? It will provide that information. Secondly, arrangement of each whorl. Okay, how they are arranged. And thirdly, the relation they have with one another, how one whorl is connected to the other whorl. This is the information that floral diagram will provide you, and it gives you the information about arrangement, that is aestivation, and arrangement of ovules as well, that is placentation. About all this, floral diagram will give you the information. Floral formula will also show you the cohesion and adhesion. Of course, floral diagram also will show you the cohesion and adhesion. What is cohesion and adhesion? If the same whorl, for example androecium, if they are connected, many androeciums are connected to each other, that is cohesion. If androecium is connected to gynoecium, okay, or androecium is connected to petals or corolla, then it is called as adhesion. Androecium connecting to gynoecium called as syngenesious, androecium connecting to petals, it is called as epipetalous condition, that is adhesion. Cohesion and adhesion both we can observe in floral formula and floral diagram. Now without much delay, let's get started observing the floral. First we will learn the floral diagram and floral formula in detail. That itself covers 80% of the information. Okay. So first floral formula, whenever you are seeing, do remember this mother axis whichever is present at the upper end. Okay, this is the posterior end of the flower. What is this? This is the posterior end of the flower, and outer wall, that is calyx. Next to the calyx you have corolla, next to it you will have androecium, and at the center gynoecium is located. This is how you have to observe a floral diagram. And if you see the sepals, sepals are attached to each other like this. Sepals are attached to each other, then of course it is what, gamosepalous. Gamosepalous. Okay, sepals attached to each other, that is gamosepalous in the family Fabaceae, which is also called as Leguminosae, or it is also called as Papilionoidae. So yes, calyx is gamosepalous, 5 fused. Next to calyx you will have corolla. Corolla you will have 1 standard petal, 2 wing petals, and down to fused or joined keel petals. Standard petal, 2 wing petals, and 2 keel petals, which will follow vexillary aestivation. What is the aestivation? Vexillary aestivation. Whereas sepals will follow either valvate aestivation or imbricate aestivation. Based on this floral diagram, though, it is valvate aestivation. Okay, clear? So yes, this is vexillary aestivation, 1 standard petal, 2 wing petals, and 2 keel petals. Next to this androecium, 9 androecium are fused and 1 is free. 9 are fused and 1 is free. 9 fused plus 1. And at the center you have 1 gynoecium. At the center you have gynoecium with superior ovary hypogynous flower. Superior ovary means what flower? Hypogynous flower, and it is unilocular. It is unilocular. Okay, following marginal placentation. It is following what? Marginal placentation. So this is what you can learn from the floral diagram, and if you see clearly the floral formula, it is bracteate, bracteolate, zygomorphic, bisexual. As you can see, androecium and gynoecium, calyx 5 fused gamosepalous, corolla 1 plus 2 plus 2 fused, androecium 9 fused plus 1, gynoecium is unilocular, and it has superior ovary. This is all about the family Fabaceae. Now if you look into the family Brassicaceae, which is also called as Cruciferae, the sepals are polycepalous. See, you can know where the sepals are adjoined to each other, no? It is polycepalous, and clearly you can observe, right beta, sepals are following imbricate aestivation. Most important, sepals are following what, imbricate aestivation, and it is 2 plus 2, calyx 2 plus 2 free. Next, corolla, if you can see, they are attached, petals are attached to each other, just they are side by side to each other. Then it is valvate aestivation. It is what, valvate aestivation. Next to the petals or corolla, you will have androecium. Here, looking here, you can easily say that androecium is of different lengths. It has variation. This family has variation in length of filaments. Variation in length of filaments. Variation in length of filaments, that is androecium is 2 plus 4. Variation in the length of filament, androecium 2 plus 4. Next, gynoecium is superior. Okay, so it has superior ovary, and it is bilocular. Bilocular. It doesn't have 2 locules, but just because of a membrane, it appears as 2 locules as bilocular with a false septum. It is because of, it is with a false septum, not a true septum. So this false septum is also called as replum. This false septum is also called as what, beta? Replum. So replum, false septum, variation in the length of filaments in the androecium. This and all terms you have to remember with respect to the family Brassicaceae, which is also called as Cruciferae. If you look into the floral formula, it is ebracteate, actinomorphic, which means you can divide this into any equal halves by any radial plane, and it is bisexual. Calyx is 2 plus 2, Corolla 4 with valvate aestivation, androecium 2 plus 4 which indicates variation in the length of filaments, and gynoecium it is superior as the hyphen is below G, and it is bilocular. It is what ma? Bilocular with false septum, which is also called as rhipium. This is about the family Brassicaceae. If we look into the next family, that is Malvaceae, here you will see a peculiar structure, that is epicalyx. What you will see here ma? Epicalyx. You tell me what is epicalyx. Is epicalyx and persistent calyx one and the same? No. Epicalyx you will see in Malvaceae. Epicalyx is nothing but green bract like structures which are below the sepals. What is epicalyx ma? Green bracts which are present below the calyx is called as epicalyx. Persistent calyx you will see in the members of Solanaceae like brinjal, tomato, wherein calyx is still persistent even after the fruit formation. You can still see the calyx even after the fruit formation. That is called as persistent calyx, and this is epicalyx in the family Malvaceae. Next to the epicalyx you can see the calyx which are side by side to each other, which is what type of aestivation ma? Valvate aestivation. It is valvate aestivation. Next to that you will have imbricate aestivation. Next to that you will have ma? Petals which follow imbricate aestivation. Okay. So yes, here calyx 5 fused, corolla which are 5 free, and androecium are infinite, and it is monoadelphous. Monoadelphous, which means that androecium are infinite, but they are all together as a single bunch. Androecium connecting to the petals, it is called as epipetalous condition, and androecium here it is also connected to the gynoecium, which is multilocular, approximately 5, and it also has superior ovary. Clear ma? So androecium connecting to the corolla is called as epipetalous condition. Androecium connecting to the gynoecium is called as syngenesious condition. Okay, clear? Keep it in your mind. This is the only family which will show two phenomena, that is epipetalous condition and syngenesious condition. This is all about the family Malvaceae. Your favorite flower hibiscus belongs to this family only. Okay, like that you can remember. Next is Asteraceae, and one more beautiful flower belongs to this family where you all know, well known flower, that is sunflower. So before looking into this, the inflorescence of this has like head or capitulum. What type of inflorescence ma? Head or capitulum, wherein this will be the head or capitulum, right? At the peripheral region it has ray florets. At the peripheral region it has what ma? Ray florets, and next to the ray florets it has what? Disc florets. Next to the ray florets it has disc florets. So floral diagram of this ray florets is different and this disc florets is different. First we will look into the ray florets. Ray florets, these are zygomorphic and these are only female flowers. Calyx is reduced to paper like structures called as pappus. Okay, calyx is reduced to pappus, and corolla they are 5 fused. No androecium, it is only female flower, and gynoecium it is bilocular, and here is the family where you will see inferior ovary. Like this you can remember with respect to Asteraceae. What you can remember ma? Inferior ovary. Clear? Next, coming to the disc florets which are next to the ray florets, here you can see it is again bracteate, it is zygomorphic again, or sometimes actinomorphic too. It is bisexual. Ray florets has only female flowers, and here disc florets are bisexual. Here again calyx is reduced to pappus, and corolla are 5 fused, and this is adjoined with androecium also. Androecium are also 5 fused. Here you can see the phenomena, that is epipetalous condition. See, androecium are fused with petals. Okay, so here it is epipetalous condition. Next, at the center gynoecium, which is bilocular and inferior ovary. Gynoecium, which is bilocular and inferior ovary, as hyphen is above G. When it is inferior ovary, what type of flower it is beta? Epigynous flower. This is all about Asteraceae family, or it is also called as Compositae. Asteraceae family also called as Compositae. It has two types of florets. At the periphery it is ray florets. Next to that you will have disc florets. Both floral diagrams are different and floral formulae are also unique. Of these two florets, which is bisexual beta? Disc florets are bisexual. Which will show epipetalous condition? Disc florets will show epipetalous condition. As such you have to remember. Okay. Yes. Next, if you see Poaceae, where most of the monocots belongs to the family Poaceae. Most of the monocots belongs to the family Poaceae, which is also called as Graminae, that is grass family. Okay. If you look into the diagram properly, here the inflorescence is of spikelet. Inflorescence is of what, you know beta? It is spikelet. It is one type of racemose inflorescence. Okay. So here the palea, bracts or bracteate over this pedicel, it is reduced to palea, and calyx and corolla, they are indistinct, and it is perianth in Liliaceae. Perianth like structures are still reduced, and we are calling here in Poaceae members, we are calling those structures as lodicules. Okay. Where perianth is still reduced to lodicules in Poaceae. So if you see, it is also a bisexual flower. It has both androecium and gynoecium. Okay. And if you look into the floral formula, so here above it will show you about lodicules, then it is androecium and gynoecium. Androecium and gynoecium, peripherally it is lodicules. Okay. So yes, if you look into the floral formula, first it is bracteate, bracteolate, and these are also zygomorphic. They are, perianth is reduced to lodicules. You can have 2 to 3 lodicules, and androecium is either 3 or 6. Okay, 3 or multiples of 3, and gynoecium is unilocular, which is free, and it has superior ovary. Gynoecium is unilocular and it has what type of ovary ma? Superior ovary. This is with respect to Poaceae. Now we will look into the comparative study. Now we will have a comparative study of all these 5 families with respect to their vegetative characters and floral characters in detail. Okay. Yes. So firstly, vegetative characters beta. Coming to root, Asteraceae family members will possess adventitious root. What type of root, dear? Adventitious root. Next, Brassicaceae members, which is also called as cruciferae, will have taproot system, and Fabaceae members are most unique and well known for nodular roots. They are well known for what type of roots ma? Nodular roots, where the roots will possess nodules. These are formed because of the association of Rhizobium leguminosarum, which will fix the nitrogen. They will fix what ma? Nitrogen. So here it is taproot system and it has nodular roots. Okay. Poaceae members have fibrous root system because most of them are what? Monocots only, and plants specifically like maize and sugarcane will possess stilt roots. Maize and sugarcane will possess what ma? Stilt roots. Once again, if I recall you what are stilt roots, from the stem, the lower nodal regions of the stem will possess roots which are going towards the ground to give the additional mechanical support to the stem. Okay. Roots arise from the lower nodal regions of the stem and they grow towards the ground. This provides additional mechanical support to the stem. This is with respect to root system of Poaceae family. Next, Malvaceae, of course it is taproot system. What you have to remember most is, with respect to Fabaceae, it has nodular roots, and Poaceae members like maize and sugarcane will show a root modification called as stilt roots to provide mechanical support. This is all about root system. Coming with when we look into stem, it is herbaceous and branched for Asteraceae, erect and herbaceous Brassicaceae, herbaceous woody branched for Fabaceae. Next, rhizome type of modification you will see in Poaceae, rhizomes, and culm with nodes and internodes. Culm is nothing but the stalk or the stem, the stalk or stem of grasses. Okay, culm is nothing but the stalk or stem of grasses, that flexible or thin structures of of grass which hold the leaves is called as culm. Next, erect branched cylindrical type of stem in Malvaceae. Next, leaves, it is simple, compound or alternate, stipulate. What are stipules ma? Petiole, and this is leaf base, right? Here small scale like structures are called as stipules, which adds additional strength to the petiole and the leaf base. Stipulate, petiolate, this and all are the type of leaves you will see in Asteraceae. Simple, alternate, exstipulate you will see in Brassicaceae and petiolate. And most importantly, you have to remember with respect to Fabaceae is pulvinous leaf base. What you have to remember ma? Pulvinous leaf base, where leaf base is swollen. Pulvinous leaf base and nodular roots you have to remember, most important with respect to the family Fabaceae. Here it is pinnately compound, stipulate and reticulate venation. Poaceae, sessile leaves. What is sessile leaves? If at all the leaf is directly connected to the stem. Just a second. If leaf is directly connected to the stem without any petiole, if leaf is directly connected to the stem like this without any petiole, that is called as sessile leaves and they are alternate. Next, Malvaceae, stipulate, alternate, simple and petiolate. This and all are the vegetative characteristics of this. Mostly what you have to remember, nodular roots of Poaceae, stilt roots of Poaceae and rhizome stem modifications of Poaceae and pulvinous leaf base of Fabaceae. This and all you have to remember most. Next, coming to the floral characters, first it is inflorescence beta. Inflorescence is head or capitulum, as we have just discussed in Asteraceae, which has ray florets, disc florets. Racemose inflorescence you will see in Brassicaceae. Racemose or cymose in Fabaceae. Spikelet we have discussed just now, no? Spikelet in Poaceae. Solitary means single flowers, axillary or terminal raceme in Malvaceae. So most of them are racemose inflorescence. Only in Fabaceae you can see both racemose and cymose. Asteraceae though it is unique, you have to remember it for sure, that is head or capitulum. Next, bisexual epigynous flowers. Do remember students, epigynous flowers you will see only in Asteraceae members, epigynous and bracteate. Next, bisexual, actinomorphic, sometimes zygomorphic in Brassicaceae, mostly it is actinomorphic. Fabaceae to pakka zygomorphic because it has corolla is vexillary aestivation. Next, Poaceae, zygomorphic, bracteate and sessile, we have just learnt. And bisexual, Malvaceae they are bisexual, actinomorphic and bracteate. This is with respect to flower. Coming to calyx and corolla, most important thing you have to remember is aestivation beta. Aestivation, how many petals and sepals are there, whether they are fused or whether they are not fused, fused or free, gamosepalous or poly, that you have to look into. If you look into Asteraceae, the corolla is of valvate aestivation, it is gamopetalous. Okay, corolla is what aestivation? Valvate aestivation. Brassicaceae also corolla is valvate aestivation. Fabaceae corolla is papilionaceous and it possesses vexillary aestivation. It possesses what ma? Vexillary aestivation. Poaceae members will show twisted aestivation, lodicules, right? Poaceae members will show twisted aestivation. Then Malvaceae also shows, Malvaceae corolla also show twisted aestivation. So here all are polypetalous only except Asteraceae members, all are polypetalous, keep it in your mind. Okay, and here only two keel petals are fused. okay, rest everything are polypetalous only. And do remember the type of aestivation: Asteraceae, Brassicaceae, corolla is valvate aestivation, Fabaceae vexillary aestivation, Poaceae and Malvaceae again they are twisted aestivation. Calyx, if you look into, calyx will reduce, actually here for Poaceae only lodicules are there, lodicules are present, that's it, membranous lodicules are present. Yes, when it comes to the calyx, calyx reduces to pappus in Asteraceae we have learnt, and it is polysepalous imbricate in Brassicaceae, imbricate calyx or sepals you will see in Brassicaceae. Fabaceae it is either valvate or imbricate. With respect to the floral diagram of NCERT, we will consider valvate only, but it can also be imbricate in few plants of Fabaceae. Poaceae, they have membranous lodicules, okay. Next, Malvaceae, it is valvate aestivation, and over the calyx you can also see the epicalyx. Over the calyx you can also see the epicalyx. If you look into the aestivation properly, Brassicaceae, calyx is imbricate aestivation, Fabaceae it is valvate or imbricate aestivation, and Malvaceae it is valvate aestivation of calyx, and unique feature of Malvaceae it is also having the epicalyx. Next, the essential worlds of a flower, that is androecium and gynoecium. So yes, if you look into the androecium beta, it is bicarpellary. Yes, we have already learned with respect to Asteraceae, it is bicarpellary syncarpous, means gynoecium is fused, attached with each other. Inferior unilocular with basal placentation. Placentation of the ovary, like how ovules are arranged inside the ovary, is very much important. So Asteraceae members will show what aestivation beta? Basal placentation. Next, Brassicaceae members will possess a false septum, which is also called as cereplum. Very much important with respect to this family. It is also bicarpellary syncarpous with superior ovary. Fabaceae monocarpellary, superior ovary with single style, okay, it has superior ovary with single style, and placentation is marginal placentation. Placentation is what marginal placentation, okay. Next, Poaceae members, it is monocarpellary or tricarpellary sometimes, and it has basal placentation, superior ovary with basal placentation. Poaceae and Asteraceae members are having what placentation beta? Basal placentation. Malvaceae members, they are pentacarpellary superior with axile placentation. What placentation do they have? Axile placentation. So yes, if you look here clearly, what you have to remember, Asteraceae, Poaceae members showing basal placentation, Fabaceae marginal placentation, Brassicaceae with false septum bilocular, this will show parietal placentation. It will show what parietal placentation. Malvaceae is showing axial placentation. These are the important things you have to remember. Next, androecium, if you look into, epipetalous means these are connected to the corolla in Asteraceae, and Brassicaceae it is tetradynamous condition or diadynamous condition, tetradynamous or diadynamous, wherein you will see variation in the length of filaments, okay. Tetradynamous, it is 2+4 condition that we have observed in the floral diagram of our NCERT just now. Next, Fabaceae members, it is diadelphous condition and dithecous anther. Poaceae members, it has either 3 stamens or 6 stamens. Next, Malvaceae, numerous monodelphous, means only one bunch of androecium are there, though they are infinite, they are into one bunch only. Diadelphous of Fabaceae members you can see. So this is about gynoecium and androecium, that are essential worlds of this flower. Essential word of a flower are androecium and gynoecium. This is what you have to remember. Next, coming into seed type, fruit type and examples. This is also important with respect to families. Sometimes, very rarely, you can also get questions from this area. Wherein seed type of Asteraceae, they are non-endospermic. Brassicaceae also non-endospermic. Fabaceae non-endospermic, because most of them are dicotyledons, okay. Dicot seeds are mostly non-endospermic. Monocot seeds are mostly endospermic, which belongs to the family Poaceae. Clear? Next, fruit if you consider of Asteraceae, it's Cypsela fruit, Brassicaceae is Siliqua, and Fabaceae it is legume or pod, Poaceae it is Caryopsis. Poaceae it is what ma? Caryopsis. Malvaceae it is capsule schizocarp. It is dry capsule of schizocarp. So yes, this you have to remember, fruit types also. Lastly, when it comes to examples, do remember Poaceae includes most of the monocots, gramineae, grass family like barley, wheat, rice, okay, and maize, sugarcane, everything belongs to what ma? Poaceae. This you have to remember. Coming to Malvaceae, lady's finger, bendi or okra you will say, and cotton. This and all will belongs to the family Malvaceae, and hibiscus, your favorite flower, okay, China rose. This belongs to the family Malvaceae. And coming to Fabaceae, like groundnuts, sun hemp, sesbania, pulses, pea, dolichum, and medicinal plant like mulati. All these are the examples of Fabaceae. Next, coming to Brassicaceae, cabbage, cauliflower, turnip, radish, okay, brassica. These are the examples of the family Brassicaceae. Coming to Asteraceae, the examples include, of course, sunflower you can remember, and marigold, lettuce, pyrethrum. These are the examples of Asteraceae. With this we are ending the discussion of families. If you remember the floral diagram, floral formula, estivation, placentation, examples of all these families, most importantly cohesion and adhesion also of cohesion and adhesion feature of all these families, that is enough for this concept for your examination. Yes, I would like to end the session by giving you an excited notice, that is, here in NEET World, that is your step to medicine in Narayanguda, Hyderabad, we are going to start a crash course from March 24th, 2025, which is 40 to 45 days program, wherein it is in English. It is available both in offline and online mode. Online mode you can access through our app beta. You can easily access through our app, that is MedWorld. That is what? MedWorld, MedSpace World. You can just go to the Play Store, install the app MedWorld, and you can get the access of 10 mock tests free. 10 mock tests for free. Okay, and all the video sessions of those 10 mock tests are also available. Okay, and the course fee is just 15,000 including the hostel fee. You will get material, hostel facilities, everything with just 15,000. And to access the quality of lectures, to know about the lectures of NEET World of Botany, Zoology, Physics, Chemistry, you can access through our YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel, that is NEET World. Okay, YouTube, just type NEET World and you will get the access of, or you can look into the lectures of all the 4 subjects. Okay, most importantly, in our crash course you will have daily practice tests, part-time tests of 5 part-time tests and 10 mock tests, where it will be a complete revision for you. And excited news more is, first you join for 1 week, there are free classes for 1 week. If you are interested, then only pay the fee and continue for the crash course. This is the transparency that we provide from our institute, and the main agenda of our institute is stress-free education. Clear? Where each and every student is monitored, focused and analyzed. Okay, where the care is taken on each and every student. With this, I will end this session. Thank you.